Welcome to 10 Spot Highlights, where we uncover the most fascinating top 10 lists, from ancient mysteries to groundbreaking future evolutions. Dive into the captivating stories of the past, explore unsolved enigmas, and see how history shapes our tomorrow. Don't miss out. Hit like, subscribe, and explore the rest of our videos for a journey through time and mystery. Your next adventure starts here. Have you ever picked up an old book and felt uneasy? Maybe a sudden chill in the air, or the eerie sensation of unseen eyes watching from the shadows. Most books hold stories, knowledge, and adventure, but some hold something much darker. They bring nightmares, misfortune, some even whisper of death, and once you turn their pages, there's no going back. Welcome to Top 10 Spotlights, where we shine a light on the world's strangest and most terrifying mysteries. Today, we're diving into 10 books so cursed, even libraries won't keep them. Stay with me until the end, because the deeper we go, the more disturbing these books become. And trust me, number 1, it's straight out of a nightmare. Before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because after hearing about these books, you might need someone to talk to in the comments. Speaking of which, would you dare to read any of these? Let me know. Now, let's begin. Double asterisk. The Orphan Story, the manuscript that defied time. Imagine a book so cursed it took over 4 centuries to be published. The Orphan Story, El Hijo de la Suerte, is a 17th century Spanish manuscript written by Martín de León y Cárdenas, chronicling the journey of a young Spaniard seeking fortune in the Americas. But while the novel tells a tale of adventure, its real-life history is steeped in something far more sinister. Completed around 1608, the manuscript vanished into the archives of Spain's Royal Academy of History, seemingly forgotten. But when scholars attempted to bring it to light, tragedy struck. One historian, after dedicating years to its study, died suddenly of an unexplained illness. Another met a fatal accident mere days before finalizing its publication. The whispers began. Was the manuscript cursed? Was it never meant to be read? Finally, in 2018, The Orphan Story was published, breaking its centuries-long silence. But readers soon reported strange occurrences, unseen eyes watching them, shadows flickering at the edges of their vision, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Some even claimed the words on the pages seemed to shift, as if alive, rewriting themselves with every glance. Was it mere coincidence? Or did the author leave behind something far darker than a simple story? Would you dare to read The Orphan Story, knowing its haunted past? Or would you leave it buried in history, where it perhaps belongs? 9. The Book of Soyga, the enigma that obsessed a magician. Few books in occult history have confounded scholars and terrified seekers of knowledge quite like the Book of Soyga. Also known as Aldaraya, this 16th century Latin manuscript explores magic, astrology, and demonology. But its true mystery lies in 36 cryptic tables filled with seemingly random letters, an indecipherable code that has haunted minds for centuries. One such mind belonged to Dr. John Dee, the renowned Elizabethan scholar, mathematician, and occultist. As an advisor to Queen Elizabeth I, Dee was deeply immersed in alchemy, divination, and angelic communication. But nothing consumed him quite like the Book of Soyga. He believed its secrets held the key to unlocking divine knowledge, even the fate of humanity itself. Desperate to decode the book, Dee turned to his associate, Edward Kelly, a medium who claimed to converse with angels. Together they sought guidance from the archangel Uriel, who revealed that the book had been given to Adam in paradise, and that only the archangel Michael could unlock its meaning. Yet even with celestial intervention, the code remained unbroken. After Dee's death in 1608, the Book of Soyga disappeared, vanishing for centuries before resurfacing in the British Library and the Bodleian Library. Modern cryptographers, including mathematician Jim Reeds, have made attempts to analyze its structure, but the full meaning of its strange tables remains a mystery. Dee himself feared the book carried a terrible curse. He recorded a chilling prophecy. If he ever deciphered its secret text, he would die within 2.5 years. Uriel assured him he would live past 100. Dee died at 81. Was the Book of Soyga merely a relic of Renaissance mysticism, or does it contain forbidden knowledge waiting to be unraveled by the next curious soul? Would you risk reading it, knowing the fate of those who tried before you? 8. The Rohonc Codex, the indecipherable enigma. Among history's most baffling manuscripts, few are as perplexing or as impenetrable as the Rohonc Codex. Discovered in Hungary in the 19th century, this book contains over 400 pages of an unknown script, accompanied by eerie illustrations that refuse to yield their secrets. Scholars have debated its origins for centuries. Some date it to the medieval period, while others suspect a more recent hoax. Yet no known language or cipher matches its script. Linguists, cryptographers, and codebreakers, including some of the world's best, have spent decades trying to decode its contents, all to no avail. The illustrations only deepen the mystery. They depict scenes of religious rituals, military battles, and unknown symbols, but without a decipherable text, their meaning remains lost. Is the Rohonc Codex an elaborate joke, a forgotten language, or something far more sinister? Many have tried to unravel its secrets. All have failed. Would you risk losing yourself in its pages, knowing that its true purpose might never be understood? 7. The Voynich Manuscript, the world's most mysterious book. Some books hold knowledge, others hold secrets. And then there's the Voynich Manuscript, a book so baffling that even the world's best code breakers have failed to unlock its meaning. Discovered in 1912 by rare book dealer Wilfrid Voynich, this 15th century codex contains nearly 240 pages of cryptic text and bizarre illustrations. Strange botanical sketches depict plants that don't exist. Astrological diagrams hint at unknown cosmic knowledge, and intricate symbols form an unbreakable code, written in a language that appears nowhere else on Earth. For over a century, scholars, cryptographers, and even AI-driven analysis have attempted to decipher its text. All have failed. Some believe it's an ancient pharmacopoeia. Others insist it holds the key to lost alchemical knowledge. And a few claim it's an elaborate hoax with no meaning at all. Yet the mystery persists. The Voynich Manuscript now resides at Yale University's Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library, where it continues to taunt those who seek to unveil its secrets. Would you dare to take on the challenge, knowing that no one has ever succeeded? 6. The Grand Grimoire, the Devil's Handbook. Some books hold knowledge, some hold power, and then there's the Grand Grimoire, a book said to hold the keys to hell itself. Also known as Le Dragon Rouge, this infamous grimoire is whispered to be the most dangerous book of black magic ever written. The origins of the Grand Grimoire are murky, lost somewhere between legend and reality. Some claim it dates back to the 16th century, others say it was first compiled in the 1700s. But one chilling detail remains constant. It is said to be based on the lost writings of King Solomon, a man rumored to have bound demons into servitude. The book is divided into 2 sections. The first details elaborate rituals for summoning and making pacts with demonic entities, including Lucifer himself or his dark lieutenant, Lucifuge Rofocala. The second section, the Sanctum Regnum, instructs the reader on commanding these spirits without protective tools, an act that comes at great personal risk. Beyond these infernal negotiations, the book also contains spells for winning lotteries, attaining love, and even achieving invisibility. But beware, many who have attempted to wield its power have met tragic ends. Tales abound of individuals who, after attempting its rituals, suffered horrific misfortunes. Some say the book is so dangerous that a copy is locked away in the Vatican's secret archives, hidden from those who would dare to use it. Even today, the Grand Grimoire continues to fascinate and terrify. It has inspired countless stories, appearing in novels, films, and TV series as the ultimate forbidden tome. But is it merely an elaborate medieval hoax? Or is it a genuine conduit to dark forces? Would you dare to open its pages, knowing that what you summon may never leave? 5. The Malleus Maleficarum, the Hammer of Witches. Some books spread knowledge, others spread fear, but few have shaped history as darkly as the Malleus Maleficarum, the Hammer of Witches. Published in 1487 by the German clergyman Heinrich Kramer, this infamous text became the ultimate guide for hunting, prosecuting, and executing those accused of witchcraft. Divided into 3 chilling sections, the book first argues that witches not only exist but pose an existential threat to society, and that disbelief in them is itself heretical. The second section describes alleged witchcraft practices in gruesome detail: pacts with the devil, child sacrifice, and even the power to control the weather. The final section serves as a grim manual for judges, prescribing brutal interrogation techniques and the use of torture to force confessions. As fear of witchcraft spread across Europe, the Malleus Maleficarum fueled centuries of hysteria. It legitimized the torture and execution of thousands, predominantly women, and became the foundation for witch trials across the continent. Entire communities were consumed by paranoia and lives were destroyed, all because of the words within these pages. Even today, the book is regarded as one of history's most dangerous texts, a stark reminder of how mass hysteria and blind faith in authority can lead to unimaginable cruelty. Some believe it carries a curse, its very existence a symbol of suffering and bloodshed. Would you dare to read the Malleus Maleficarum, knowing the horrors it unleashed? Or does its legacy serve as a warning best left in the past? 4. The Orphan Story, the book that didn't want to be read. Most books are forgotten. This one refused to be known. Deep within the archives of Spain's Royal Academy of History, a manuscript sat untouched for centuries, as if time itself conspired to erase its existence. The Orphan Story, written between 1608 and 1615 by Spanish monk Martín de León y Cárdenas, should have been a celebrated novel, an epic tale of adventure, ambition, and conquest in the Americas. Instead, it became something far more sinister, a book that punished those who dared to bring it to light. The first attempts to publish it ended in disaster. Historians and translators who studied the manuscript suffered sudden, inexplicable misfortunes. One researcher, after spending years deciphering its pages, fell gravely ill and died before he could finish his work. Another met a violent, untimely end just days before finalizing the publication. Some dismissed these events as coincidence, but whispers of a curse began to spread. The manuscript's eerie reputation deepened over time. Those who came into close contact with it reported feelings of dread, oppressive nightmares, and an overwhelming sense that something was watching them from the shadows. Some claimed that when they read certain passages, the words seemed to shift, as if the book was alive, its story rewriting itself before their eyes. For more than 400 years, the Orphan Story defied publication, as if unseen hands held it shut. It wasn't until 2018 that it was finally printed, though many believe it should have remained buried. Since then, some readers have reported strange occurrences, flickering lights, whispering voices just beyond the edge of hearing, and dark figures at the foot of their beds after finishing a chapter. Was the Orphan's story cursed from the beginning? Or did its secrets fester in the dark for centuries, waiting for new victims? Would you dare to read the book that fought to stay hidden? Or would you listen to history's warning and leave its pages undisturbed? 3. The Lesser Key of Solomon, the book that calls the unseen. Some books whisper from the shadows. Others call to those who listen. The Lesser Key of Solomon, also known as the Lemmigaton, is no ordinary grimoire. It is a book of summoning, a manual for those who seek to command the forbidden. Believed to have been compiled in the 17th century, its origins are veiled in darkness, rumored to trace back to the legendary King Solomon himself, a ruler said to have bound and controlled 72 demons before sealing them away. But the seals can be broken, and many have tried. The grimoire is divided into 5 books, each a step deeper into the abyss. Ars Goetia, the names, sigils, and rituals to summon 72 demons, each with their own twisted powers. It is said that once their names are spoken, they listen. Some who have attempted the rituals report hearing footsteps in empty rooms, shadows moving against the light. Some never speak of what they saw. Ars Theurgia Goetia, a guide to spirits who serve between heaven and hell. Some are deceptive, appearing as angels, but revealing their true nature only when it is far too late. Ars Paulina, astrological magic that aligns the conjurer's will with cosmic forces, but power comes at a price, and those who misuse it often find the stars turning against them. Ars Almadel, a method of calling angels, using a consecrated wax tablet. Yet the warnings in the text are clear. Not all who appear are what they claim to be. Ars Notoria, a series of prayers designed to grant supernatural wisdom and mastery over the mind. But those who recite them have described things whispering back, voices that do not fade. Throughout history, those who have sought the Lesser Key of Solomon have met strange and tragic ends. Some disappear, others lose themselves, whispering nonsense, tracing symbols in the air with shaking fingers. The book is feared for a reason. Many believe that simply reading its contents is enough to attract attention. It has been hidden, burned, forbidden, yet it always resurfaces as if it wants to be found. Would you dare to open its pages knowing that something may be listening? Or would you leave the book undisturbed, heeding the warnings of those who never returned? 2. The Book of Abramelin, a mage's perilous descent. Some books do not teach, they test. The Book of Abramelin is no mere manuscript. It is a labyrinth of rituals, a gauntlet of the soul, and for those who dare to undertake its teachings, a doorway to something far beyond human comprehension. Written in the 15th century and attributed to the Jewish mystic Abraham von Worms, this text claims to offer enlightenment and dominion over supernatural forces, but only to those strong enough to survive its ordeal. The book follows Abraham's journey to Egypt, where he encounters the elusive and enigmatic mage Abramelin. What he learns is not mere magic, but a forbidden path, a harrowing process of isolation, fasting, and prayer designed to invoke one's holy guardian angel. If successful, the practitioner attains profound wisdom, limitless power, and mastery over spirits. But the cost is absolute devotion. The process demands months of relentless purification, no vices, no distractions, no doubts. The slightest error is not forgiven. The book warns of the horrors that befall those who falter. Missteps invite malevolent forces, demons that twist the soul, whispers in the dark that never cease. History is littered with those who tried and failed. Some vanished, leaving behind only cryptic symbols scrawled on their walls. Others descended into madness, speaking in tongues, clawing at unseen horrors. And then there are those who survived, but never spoke of what they endured, their eyes shadowed by something only they could see. One of the book's most infamous followers was Aleister Crowley, the notorious occultist who attempted the Abramelin operation. He never completed it. Some say the spirits he unleashed never left him, following him until his final tormented breath. Even now, whispers persist of those who attempt the ritual. They lock themselves away, following the ancient rites in pursuit of power. Some claim success, others simply disappear. Would you dare open the Book of Abramelin, knowing its cursed legacy? Would you risk your very soul for knowledge that no mortal should possess? Or is it better to leave some doors forever closed? 1. The Codex Gigas, the Devil's Bible. Some books are written by man, others, it is said, are written by something else. Few manuscripts in human history have inspired as much fear and speculation as the Codex Gigas, a monstrous tome so vast and unsettling that it has been called the Devil's Bible. Created in the 13th century within the shadowed halls of the Benedictine monastery of Podlages in Bohemia, this colossal book stands apart, not only for its sheer size but for the sinister legends that coil around its origins. The Codex Gigas is an impossible creation, 92 centimeters in length, 50 centimeters in width, and 22 centimeters thick, weighing a staggering 75 kilograms. So massive that it would take 2 men to lift it. Its 310 pages of vellum were crafted from the skins of 160 animals, their lives flayed and stretched into a single, unholy volume. Within its pages lies all knowledge. The entire Latin Vulgate Bible, ancient medical texts, arcane exorcisms, and forbidden histories. Yet it is not what is written, but what is seen that has haunted the minds of scholars and occultists for centuries. Within its pages lurks a full-page depiction of the devil himself, a grotesque and towering image, half a meter tall, unlike anything found in any religious text of the era. His monstrous form stands alone on a barren, hellish landscape, his eyes hollow pits of malevolence. Those who have gazed upon this image speak of an unnerving sensation, a creeping sense that the devil's eyes follow them long after the page is turned. But the most terrifying aspect of the Codex Gigas is the story of its creation. According to medieval lore, a monk sentenced to death for breaking his sacred vows pleaded for his life. In desperation, he swore to create a book containing all knowledge of mankind and the divine, and he would do it in a single night. But as the hours passed, he realized his task was impossible. In his despair, he whispered a prayer, not to God, but to Lucifer. The devil answered. By dawn, the book was complete, immaculate, untouched by fatigue or human error. As a tribute to the unholy pact, the monk painted Lucifer's image into the book's heart, an eternal signature of his damnation. Though historians dismiss the legend as myth, the facts surrounding the manuscript are no less chilling. The calligraphy, consistent across its vast pages, suggests it was written by a single hand, a feat that by all logic should have taken over 20 years without rest. The book has passed through the hands of kings and conquerors, yet wherever it has gone, disaster has followed. Seized as war plunder by Swedish forces in 1648 during the 30 Years' War, the Codex Gigas was placed in the Royal Library of Sweden. In 1697, a massive fire engulfed the library. As the flames devoured the great halls, someone, or something, rescued the Devil's Bible, hurling it from a window to save it from destruction. Many claim that it refuses to burn. Even now, it resides in Stockholm, its pages intact, its secrets untouched. Scholars who have spent too much time in its presence speak of unshakable dread, of dreams filled with whispering voices and watching eyes. Some claim misfortune befalls those who dare to study it too closely. Others whisper that within its pages lies a curse, a force that lingers, waiting for the next fool who dares to invoke it. Would you dare to turn its pages? Would you risk looking into the devil's eyes, knowing that some say once you do, he looks back? Books are meant to enlighten, educate, and entertain. But some are said to contain secrets too dark for human eyes. Whether cursed, coded, or crafted with sinister intent, these forbidden books have transcended time, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions, chilling legends, and shattered lives. They continue to haunt the brave or the foolish who dare to seek their mysteries. Which book on this list fascinates or terrifies you the most? Would you open one of these cursed tomes, risking your sanity, or leave their secrets buried forever? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another dive into the unknown. Who knows? Maybe the next mystery will be even darker. Thanks for watching 10 Spot Highlights, where the past, present, and future collide in our top 10 lists. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to join us on more fascinating adventures through time and mystery. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. There's so much more to uncover in our next video. See you soon.